In this video, we are going to talk about 7 reasons why introvert is the greatest friend ever. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Let's start. Are you an introvert who is best friends with an extrovert? Join the club. The introvert-extrovert friend pairing has been the go-to combination for ages. Why? Well, we all know the old saying, opposites attract. Even though introverts and extroverts are on opposite ends of the personality spectrum, we often attract like magnets. And when you think of it, it makes total sense. Extroverts are the yang to our yin. They are the sweet to our savory, the outie to our innie, well, you get the point. There is no doubt that introverts and extroverts have complementary qualities. But some of the very same characteristics that send us flying toward one another, like two love-drunk hippies in an open field, can also cause conflict. As an introvert with an extrovert best friend myself, we can honestly say that this friendship combination has the makings of greatness. But it also has the makings of a migraine. So, don't feel bad if the friendship feels frustrating at times. Not everyone will understand your struggle as an introvert who is best friends with an extrovert, but we certainly do. That's why we've put together 7 things only those of us with extroverted besties will understand. Number 1. They are loyal. You might as well make a lifelong friend if you manage to befriend an introvert. Introverts can be extremely selective when it comes to who they associate with. It's difficult for an introvert to open up, especially because they have a strong aversion to verbalizing everything they think. If an introvert finds your presence reassuring rather than draining, they will undoubtedly support you through any difficulties. So, if you have an introverted friend, you've got a genuine one on your hands. Number 2. They are great listeners. Introvert conversations are like jazz. Laurie Helgo, a psychologist and author of the book, Introvert Power, once said. Before the other player comes in and does his solo, each player gets a nice stretch of time alone. Does that quote strike a chord with you? Most introverts are contemplative and reflective by nature, as they spend most of their time dwelling in their rich inner minds. Introverts are the kind of friends who lend a sympathetic ear when you need it. Introverts who enjoy witty banter and extroverts who talk their heads off make for a formidable duo. Introverts who only hang out with other introverts, on the other hand, are excellent listeners who are respectful and calm. Introverts can be extremely empathetic people who understand the difference between speaking and listening. When a friend of an introvert is depressed, the introvert is the ideal companion to help them through these difficult times. Number 3. They are empathetic. There are more introverts who are highly compassionate and empathetic for every introvert who is data-driven and analytical. Dr. Elaine Aron, author of The Highly Sensitive Person, HSP, estimates that 70% of highly sensitive people are introverts. And that's a staggering number when you consider that introverts account for only about 25% to 40% of the global population. Many introverted feeling types are people-oriented, contrary to popular stereotypes. This means that, despite their mild demeanor, they enjoy being in the company of a select group of people. These introverts are observant, caring, emotional, and receptive to others, including strangers and acquaintances. Furthermore, they have a deep understanding of things and can see many connections that other personalities would miss. Consider the empathetic introvert if you're looking for a friend with whom you can form a long-lasting, emotional bond. Number 4. They seek for their own fun. An introvert would already be one step ahead of you if you wanted to leave the party scene. An introvert is always willing to participate in activities that are meaningful to them. Going to a historical museum, taking a long car ride at night, or relaxing at a coffee shop are all examples of things to do. Being able to enrich one's mind with new perspectives while not being bombarded by constant stimulation is a dream come true for introverts. So, if you're looking for a consistent date companion for your exciting adventure, look no further. As long as they're in good company, an introverted friend will gladly accompany you. Number 5. They love one-on-one relationships. I want to be alone. With someone else who wants to be alone, she says. Dmitry Zayak, Dmitry Zayak, Dmitry Zayak, Dmitry Za. Before you get your hopes up, the header is not intended to imply that extroverts are polygamous. When it comes to friendships, introverts prioritize quality over quantity. Introverts have a different perspective on relationships than extroverts, who thrive in groups or even casual conversations with strangers. For an introvert, a small group of 2 to 3 friends is sufficient to keep them happy. When an introvert spreads themselves too thin by interacting with too many people, they can quickly become exhausted. When you invite an introvert to a party with a lot of new people, they are more likely to be nervous. If you invite an introvert to a weekly board game meetup or a coffee date with one close friend, on the other hand, they will gladly accept. Number 6. They are not superficial. Introverts listen more than they speak, think before they speak, and often feel that writing expresses themselves better than conversation. They dislike being in a fight. Small talk terrifies many people, but deep discussions excite them. Susan Cain, author of Quiet: The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking, a nonfiction book published in 2012. You'd be mistaken if you thought an introvert would enjoy a conversation about the weather. Surface-level topics, such as the weather or sports, are a complete chore for introverts to engage in. They are more interested in developing meaningful relationships with others, particularly those who have demonstrated their worth to them. Once an introvert's soul has been rekindled, they will devote their time and energy to being the best friend they can be, making the effort worthwhile. Number 7. They always make time for you. Introverts can easily make time for you to hang out because they devote their attention to a small number of people. And you know you're in a healthy relationship with an introvert when they choose to spend their valuable time with you rather than relaxing alone at home. An introvert can always be counted on to be there for you. What do you think about our video? Have you any introvert friend? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications before you go. Thanks for watching.